The National Eligibility Cum Entrance Test or NEET-UG is no stranger to controversies. But this year's exam for admission into medical and dental colleges has truly opened a can of worms. Since it was held in May, NEET-UG has been dogged by accusations of a paper leak, malpractices and technical failures, besides the grant of grace marks to select students on account of delays during the exam. So what's the latest update? The Supreme Court has been hearing petitions about irregularities and malpractices during the exam conducted by the National Testing Agency, an autonomous organization under the Ministry of Education. The centre recently submitted an IIT Madras data analysis of the NEET-UG results to the Supreme Court. The report found no evidence of either mass malpractices or a localized set of candidates benefiting. What about the paper leak controversy? The CBI is investigating this. On May 5, when the exam was held, and a day before, allegations of a paper leak surfaced in Bihar and Gujarat, among other states. Bihar became the epicenter of these allegations due to a large-scale probe by first the Bihar Police's Economic Offences Unit and later the CBI. People arrested by the Bihar Police on May 4 included aspirants, teachers, parents, and logistics handlers. Confessions revealed a widespread criminal enterprise of a solver gang targeting multiple entrance exams across states. NEET aspirants and their families allegedly paid up to 20 to 30 lakh rupees for the leaked and solved exam paper. So far, around 30 people have been arrested. Sanjeev Mukhia, the alleged mastermind, remains at large, reportedly in Nepal. He has been involved in exam fraud for over 2 decades, including the infamous 2016 Bihar Public Service Commission constable recruitment exam leak. Mukhia's nephew and key accused, Rakesh Ranjan, has been arrested. And yet, both the NTA and the Education Ministry have consistently denied any paper leak allegations. This stance has been criticized by the Supreme Court, who say that a paper leak has undeniably occurred.
Some of you have asked us if there were discrepancies in the NEET-UG results as well. Yes, when results were declared on June 4th, 67 students scored 720 out of 720. For context, NEET-UG 2023 had only 2 toppers. The NTA has since then explained this surge. Around 1,500 candidates affected by delays caused by invigilating staff were granted grace marks. Then the Supreme Court cancelled these grace marks and ordered a retest, which took place on June 23rd. Several candidates also received extra marks for a faulty physics question. So overall, only 17 candidates scored 720 out of 720 based on the provisional answer key, which is still a relatively high number compared to 2023. The IIT Madras data analysis we mentioned earlier attributed this surge in top scorers to a 25% reduction in syllabus and says that this trend was not confined to any particular city or test center. Now finally, the question on most people's mind: will NEET-UG 2024 results be declared void, necessitating a retest? Aspirants are divided. Now, obviously, those who performed well don't want to retest. And not all aspirants have the time, money, stamina, headspace to prepare for another year. But several other students have moved to Supreme Court calling for a retest. The NTA has told the court that a re-NEET is not necessary, citing the IIT Madras analysis, which found no indication of mass malpractice, but the court has not ruled it out. If it is found that there was in fact large-scale systemic paper leaks that affected the integrity of the entire exam, and if the Supreme Court is unable to segregate between cheaters and honest students, it says it will have to call for a retest. Until then, the fate of 24 lakh candidates who likely spent years and big money preparing for 1.08 lakh college seats hangs in the balance. As does public trust in a process that determines who all go on to become the doctors that treat us and our loved ones. Remember, it's not just NEET-UG under the scanner. The postgraduate medical test, NEET-PG, was also cancelled this year as a precautionary measure just hours before exam day on June 23rd due to possible manipulation attempts. I'll stop here for today. Make sure to follow our page on Instagram to keep up with future updates in this newsworthy case. Finally, a thank you to subscribers who helped support this video. You keep us going.